The rock world mourns the loss of Ace Frehley, the spaceman of Kiss whose blistering riffs and larger-than-life persona defined an era of glam metal excess, as his cause of death was officially confirmed 3 weeks after his passing at age 74. The Morris County Medical Examiner ruled that Frehley succumbed to blunt trauma injuries to the head sustained in a domestic fall at his New Jersey home, a mundane mishap that belied the explosive life of a man who once set stages ablaze with pyrotechnics and personal demons. Frehley's family, shattered by the void, issued a poignant statement on October 16. The magnitude of his passing is of epic proportions. This epic farewell echoed the guitar god's career, grand, gritty, and unapologetically chaotic, leaving fans, family, and former bandmates to reckon with a legacy forged in fire and fallout. The incident unfolded in quiet domesticity, a stark contrast to Frehley's arena anthem glory. Hours before the announcement, reports swirled of Frehley on life support, a ventilator hissing in a sterile ICU as loved ones weighed the unthinkable, withdrawing care from a fighter who'd battled back from countless edges. What began as a minor tumble in September escalated into catastrophe, a brain bleed that swelled silently, robbing the guitarist of responsiveness despite aggressive interventions. Frehley's team had downplayed the slip in an Instagram update, assuring devotees, "Ace is fine per doctor's orders, just canceling shows to heal." But the facade cracked. The fall's force fractured skull and spirit, a cruel coda to a body battered by decades of touring toil and substance skirmishes. Paramedics rushed him from his Montville manse, once a rocker's retreat stocked with guitars and ghosts, to Morristown Medical Center where neurosurgeons battled the bleed, but entropy won. Frehley slipped away peacefully, surrounded by daughter Monique and wife Jeanette Treratola, his final notes unspoken. Kiss co-founders Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, whose blood pact with Frehley birthed a billion-dollar behemoth, issued a joint eulogy laced with lacerating love. Devastated, Ace was an essential and irreplaceable rock soldier during some of the most formative foundational chapters of the band and its history. Their words navigated a labyrinthine bond, forged in 1973's dingy lofts, fractured by Frehley's 1982 exit amid addiction's grip, and fitfully mended through reunions that minted millions but masked mistrust. "He is and will always be a part of Kiss's legacy," they affirmed, a nod to the spaceman's cosmic grease paint and comet tail solos that propelled rock and roll all night to immortality. Yet, subtext simmered. Frehley's post-Kiss odyssey with his eponymous Comet band, spawning hits like New York Groove, was a solo supernova, unshadowed by the demon and Starchild's ego empire. Tributes poured from rock's pantheon, Eddie Van Halen even Paul McCartney who jammed with Ace in 80s haze, each toasting the riff master who made six strings sing Stardust. Frehley's arc was rock's rawest parable, prodigy to pariah, phoenix from ashes. Born Paul Daniel Frehley in 1951 Brooklyn, he was the shy strummer who at 18 answered Kiss's ad for a John Lennon of guitarists. Auditioning with Gene, Paul, Peter Criss and manager Bill Aucoin, Ace's bluesy bend sealed his spot.